It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, set.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Quick throw out wide by Love. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. 43 rail. Smash, red. Hut, hut.
Throwing, it's Love. Finds Barkley underneath. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Ready, set.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Blaster, 6. Let's go. 45, white. Hut.
Play action, Love. Intended for a lead, but it's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And it's a house call. Pick 6, touchdown Chicago.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion. Now you want to build on it. Wow.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick.
On the double.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Set. Set.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers making a 1-point game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Look at that power, deep left side. And a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up third down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Third down, here's Williams. Pass brought in by Burden. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So second down coming up. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Here's Williams again. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions and made this third down.
It's quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Again, it's Williams. Caught outside by Burden. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He's got it near the 8. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First and goal. Here's Charbonnet. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now here's Williams. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's second and 10.
Down. Yellow, 43. Set.
Back to the air. Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41.
Here we go. 10 black. Hut, hut.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Set, hut. 50, green.
Hey, switch!
Ready.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Let's go.
It's caught left side by Harris. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5 right up next to that line of gain. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this.
On the ready.
Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone.
Ready, ready. Set.
Barkley gets it on third down. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Set, ready. Red, 38. Set.
On the sneak, it's Love. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Set. 45. White. Set.
Barkley will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Turned away from the goal line on the last snap. Need to make it 1 more yard here on 3rd and goal.
Ready. Black 40. Ready.
It's Barkley again. And he is in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
How about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Williams off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he put everything he's got behind it. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
Ready, break.
Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Ready, ready.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. Crosses midfield, still going. Reaches the 30. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. Give him 38 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Here we go. Fury, yellow. Hut, hut.
Play fake, it's Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go now. Blue, 32.
Shotgun now for Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready, ready. 52, blue. Drill, 52. Hey, red. Set, go.
There he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Let's go. 50, green. Hut, hut.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32.
What is up?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from the frozen tundra of Lambeau coming up. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They send a receiver in motion right. Williams to throw on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Williams with a quick pass out wide. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction, they're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
3rd and 2, Williams. Big strike here to Moore. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
1st down throw by Williams. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be first down Bears.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set now. First and 10. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Williams from the gun. Buying some time right. Catch made. Oh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Charbonnet does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
It's 2nd and goal. To throw is Williams. Jump off caught by his back. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears earn the chance to tie it before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 14. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down from the 42.
Down. Ready.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. White. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Ready. 60 reps. Smack, smack. Hey, check mega.
He's back to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. High-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. He could get there. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Brock, can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Brings in the kick at the 9. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Got it.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 52 blue. Ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Flushed out of the pocket. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
They run it with Saquon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Come on, set, go.
That's complete to Reed, out left. Still has some space inside the 35. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
95. Set, cut.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Smash, red. Set, ready. Fury, yellow. 10, black. Ready, ready.
To the air with Love. Taken in by Harris. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers tie us up 28-all. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
What is up?
Now here's Williams. Fits it through the middle. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. Working quickly here. On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
To go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Williams set to pass. Shoves one away. Connects on the crosser. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
What's up?
He tosses right to the short side. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Working from the gun, Williams. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Working inside the red zone. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
At the 9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. On the draw, this is Charbonnet. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Another carry for Charbonnet. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
This time it's a passing play. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Here's Williams. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
What is on?
They'll run with Charbonnet. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
What is it on?
Williams off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. It really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Black 40.
Love with it on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
50, green. Hut.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. All he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Okay, right.
That penalty moves them 3 away from the marker. 3rd down here.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
They'll run here following the penalty. And the run will not get there. They're turned away right near that marker. Now it's 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Come on, set. Blue, 32. Ready?
They'll run for it with Barkley. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
The beauty of that execution, Kate, is he didn't even know he was going to get the ball there on 4th down in that RPO. So extra credit for the focus, and even more so for the conversion.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble.
Here we go, set. Trouble, 38. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first. All set to go now from the 35.
Down, check.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Go win him, go win him. 33, yellow. Ready, ready.
Love now, off the play action. Buying some time left. This one a little bit off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's 3rd down now.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. 52 Blues. Set.
This is hauled in by Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ready. Drill green. Set. Ready. Red. Steel. Black. Set.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears make the play that should win them this game. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's